We use 2 units of measurement to measure angles. The one you're probably more familiar with is degrees. Another one that we use is radians. So we have to know how to convert back and forth between degrees and radians. So if we have a degree, I'm just going to call it x. In order to change it to radians, we multiply it by pi over 180 degrees. Our answer, we're going to leave an exact answer. And when I say exact, it means that there should be a pi in the answer. So leave the pi in the answer. Meaning you're not going to go to your calculator and click in the button pi and actually convert it to a decimal. If we're going to convert from radians to degrees, we're going to use, let's say, x again. Rad is the short form for radians, and we multiply this by 180 degrees over pi. And then our answer will be some degree. Coterminal angles are 2 angles that have a difference of 360 degrees or 2 pi. So just so you know, 360 degrees in radians is equivalent to 2 pi. So that's why it's either 360 degrees or 2 pi. So an example could be 25 degrees and 385 degrees. So if you were to take both of those and subtract them, you get 360. So that means that 25 and 385 are coterminal angles. So if you're asked to find a coterminal angle, then you can take the original angle that's given to you and you can add an interval of 360, or do the same in radians. You could also take the original angle and you could subtract 360 because you can have negative angles. Or you could subtract 2 pi. You're going to need to know how to find angles given a right angle triangle and ratios. So here's an example. Given tan theta is equal to 22 over 9, determine theta. So I'm going to draw my right angle triangle. I'm going to choose where I want theta to be. Tan is the same as opposite over adjacent. So we've been given the opposite length as 22 and the adjacent length as 9. So tan theta is equal to 22 over 9. We're trying to find theta. So in order to get theta by itself, what we do is we take the inverse tan of both sides. So tan -1. And what we do to one side, we do the same thing to the other side. So on the left-hand side, these cancel. So the regular tan and the inverse tan cancel. On the right-hand side, we're left with the inverse of tan is equal to 22 over 9. Now this is a button on your calculator. So you go to your calculator, you hit the button that says tan with the little -1 as the superscript, then 22 divided by 9, and it's going to pop out an approximate degree, which is 67.751.